guys, this is Hank. It is October the 10th, 0003. And you know how I was talking about my book? I just got a copy from the printers and I will show it to you. There's the cover. It's going to say across the top, right across my forehead, it'll say Poems and Rhymes from the Heart. And it'll be Wake Up Call by a renegade member of the Family of Light. And that's the cover. Then I'll flip it. And this is what the back cover looks like. And it's bound, and there'll be print on the side that says what the name of the picture of the book, I mean. And so when you open it up, it starts off with that picture of me and my light body, and then it has the 50 pieces. There's 25 there. Then what would normally be here, which is over here, remember this is a rough draft, be 50, just like my post on YouTube. And let me flip to the next page, and then that page would be next. Just to give you an idea of the artwork, this is all my artwork, and of course my writings. Now this is actually the only page in the entire book that's correct. That would be the picture that goes with that poem, and the poem is called To Whom It May Concern. Now what I'm going to do here is just sort of flip through to give you an idea of the pictures and how nice a job they did. Now the one thing that's really interesting, all the pictures are now all on the wrong side of the page. All on the wrong side of the page. I guess you'd have to turn everything sideways to see that, but you can't do that because of course I'm doing this with my cell phone. Now I wrote these pictures, these poems, and then I did these pictures like 10 years ago. And just to give you an idea of the graphics. Once I finished picking the first book and all the particular pieces, there was a voice in my head, you know, that one that gives me these pieces that says add the pictures. And like I said, I did the pictures 10 years ago. Now let me just hold this back and flip it here really quickly just to give you an idea of the art. And there's 50 pieces, and I did all the artwork myself. There you have it. There's me and my dad fishing. Okay. So, oh, and then on the back, of course, it finishes just like all my pieces. It goes, thank you for reading my book. I do appreciate it. Love and light. Namaste. And it says Hank II. Down here, I'm going to put my website, so if anyone to connect with me afterwards. So, there it is. It's going to cost me $9,000 to get this book published, and who I had a desire to get it published with was Durant's Publishing. So when I finished, here's the contract at Durant's. So there's Durant's Publishing. And this is, Dear Hank, we have received our review of Wake Up Call, and we believe your work would make a positive addition to the Durant's Publishing list of titles. And so I thought that was really cool, and they did a review. And let's see, where's the review? In this manuscript, the author uses poetic form to write about spirituality and the beauty he finds in the infinite universe. The Love Invasion is about the importance of spreading love and light against the evils of the world. The author writes about those evils and hijack nations and service to self. This manuscript may appeal to readers who enjoy inspirational poetry. So I thought that was really good, and then they sent me a contract. And here are all the logistics. Well, one of the most important things is when the book is finished, I will be able to get about 50 copies. Now, I just went online, and this is a shot. You're looking at my computer here, and I will scroll down. I just joined this. It's called, let's see, let's hit this here. It's called patreon.com. It's Patreon, and this is the home page. And so it says, as you can see, Hank is creating poems and art renegade member of the family of light. Like I said, this contract here is going to cost me about $9,000 to get it published, and mainly it's because of the ink. And on this site, I found a friend of mine from Sweden told me about it. I explained how the book came about, and oops, and what you can do is contribute. So it's a set up patron rewards. Rewards allow you to give something back to your patrons for supporting you. What I've decided to do is, what I'll do is a free quantum healing hypnosis therapy session via Skype, and I can only get 50 books once it's totally published for free at no extra cost, and then I can get a 45% discount on the books. And I'm thinking, if you guys decide to help me get this book published so it can go around the world, I was told in a quantum healing hypnosis therapy session that the book would be published in several languages. And if you guys have heard my session, you've probably heard me on there asking about the book, and they said it will go worldwide and be published in many languages. Like I said, quantum healing hypnosis therapy session is worth $350. That's the going rate around the nation. And I've done like 100 plus for free just to expose everybody as much as I can to it. And since I've been doing hypnosis for 20 years, I also put several inductions. There's a playlist on there that'll show you what your intent is while you're doing it. Sort of explains the guided visualization and how they're getting you into the right brain or what have you. But if you decide to help me get this book published, like I said, I can do a free quantum healing hypnosis therapy session via Skype, and possibly I get 50 books for free, and I would be possibly able to give the first 50 people a book for free, and or at least 40, because I'd have to have 10 for particular people in my life, and also offer the 45% discount for anyone who helps me get this book published. If you think this information is worthy for the ears of your friends and family and the people around the world, if you have a desire to hear me recite them, it's on the quantum. It's in my YouTube playlist called Hank's Book, and it's divided in two parts. But when you have it for yourself and you're actually reading it for yourself, it's so different. And of course, I really took the time to edit it out, because when I say, hey guys, I just finished writing this piece, I'd like to share it, I literally just finished writing it with little to no editing. But when you write it out and you're looking at it, it's like, oh my god, this, you can't write it that way, the way you can say it grammatically. It's just would be anyway, you know what I mean. So like I said, when you see the patron logo at the bottom, if you have a desire to contribute, and like I said, it's all laid out in this website how you would be able to contribute, and my commitment to being able to do a session with you, and all of that will be there. So I'm really happy about this book. It makes me feel sort of nerdy, and I like feeling nerdy. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching and listening. I do appreciate it. Love and light. Namaste.